Hey guys, let's start the meal prep with making these oat peanut butter cups. I'm going to be using oats, and then I'm going to be adding in natural peanut butter, and then I'll be adding in maple syrup, honey, and then combining it together and putting it in these baking cupcake sheets. And then once I do that, I'm going to melt chocolate and coconut oil on a stove top, which you can see in the background, and then I'm going to pour it on top of the oats and peanut butter, so it kind of makes a frozen peanut butter cup, because you're going to sit these in the freezer for 2 hours. And for this meal prep, you guys, in the description below gives you more details on the cooking time as well as seasonings. Now, this was, I can say I would recommend being real light with the coconut oil so it doesn't come out too grainy like mine did, but it still tasted good. Now we're moving on to my garlic butter rice. This is going to be with olive oil, and we're going to put some onions and minced garlic in a pan and let that cook, and then we're going to add in some cleaned off rice for 5 minutes. This is going to cook. Now, I definitely love doing this. I feel like frying your rice before cooking it gives it more texture and it just tastes better. I'm going to be adding in the buttery seasoning from Kinder's and then just mixing that together. So as it's browning, it's also picking up that buttery flavor. Now I'm going to add in vegetable broth. You can use whatever broth you want. I chose vegetable because I wanted the garlic and butter flavor to really stick out in this rice. I really didn't want to have a meaty flavor, so you can pick whatever broth you want. I put a cup of water as well, and then I'm going to let it cook for, I'd say, about 15 to 20 minutes, but usually do it until the water is completely dissolved, and do not stir. Let it sit. And now we're moving on to my air fryer meals. I decided to cook my veggies in the air fryer. Of course, I ran out of some oil, so I ended up using avocado and olive oil. And you just place them on top of both of the vegetables, and then you can season them any way you like. I like to play with my seasonings. This time I'm going to be using potato seasoning with my buttery Kinder's seasoning. And this is just for the potatoes. And in the description, it tells you how long to cook them for. Now for the cauliflower, I'm going to be using onion powder, garlic salt, and paprika. And I picked garlic salt instead of powder because there's no salt on the cauliflower. And without any salt, there is no flavor. So if you're not going to use salt, then, or sea salt, I would use garlic salt, so it can be some type of salt to enhance the flavor. Now that looks delicious, and I'm going to tell you, it was one of my favorite dishes in the air fryer. Now moving on to my chicken, I marinated it in the refrigerator for about 2 to 3 hours. In the description below is the ingredients for the marinade. Now I'm going to just grill it on this flat grill pan, and I'm only making meals for 4 days, so I didn't make too many chickens. And I did 2 different flavors because I like to switch my flavors up. I can't eat the same thing every single day. I learned that it drives me to go buy something to eat because it's just not switching it up, and I can't just keep eating for 6 days in a row like the same kind of chicken. Now, I definitely think that both these flavors are very delicious. I preferred the Italian just because I'm not a big fan of the Dijon mustard, which is what I put in my Greek lemon, but it wasn't too bad. It actually blended well when you ate it with the butter rice, but separately, I really didn't like it as good without mixing it. Now this is the potatoes. I would recommend putting the timer down about 2 to 3 minutes depending on your air fryer. I found out mine's cook really fast, so next time I'm going to have to reduce the time because it kind of burnt it a little bit, but it was okay to me because I'm gonna eat it. But yeah, you guys, this was a really good quick meal prep, and I think that you guys will love it. And let me know what you guys think, of course. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit your notification bells. And then I'm going to show you at the end how the snack looks. The peanut butter oats, or however you want to say it. I just call it the peanut butter oats. But here it comes. Now I'm going to say again, guys, this rice was hidden. And I love rice. And I know people say, oh, you got rice with potatoes. So what? You guys, I like to eat what I like to eat. And I don't eat all day. I only really eat one big meal. So I make sure to include everything I like. Now this is the peanut butter cup. It's really delicious. Try it out.